Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. David here with another cryptocurrency update. As you guys could tell by the title of this video, first of all, if you're replaying this stream, I want to welcome you guys all back to another Ripple Effect. I really do appreciate all the support, the subscribes, the likes, the shares. Everything you guys do on this channel is really greatly appreciated. And as you come trickling in this afternoon, please do drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're at and what's going on. As you guys can tell by the title, Humi, welcome. Thank you very much. As you guys can tell by the title, F, you're 15%, guys. Matthew, what's going on? Oh, hi, Punk. Welcome. It's great to see all of you guys again. It's been way too long. First of all, let's try and keep this camera in focus. Please do join in the conversation down below. So I'm going to try not to cuss. I'm going to try not to make this about anything outside of what we know. 15%, 18%, 20%. For those of you who have been invested in cryptocurrency, that is not enough. There are many, and now 589, and Mark Phillips, thank you very much. Miss you in the mornings. Thank you very much, Matthew. We'll be back soon enough. But in regards to what's going on right now in the market, guys, it is really intense. You've got to understand. I need you guys to take this to heart. There is, Kevin, it's me, buddy. I'm here. I'm here, brother. You have to take what's happening right now. Understand there are an entire genre of investors, traditional investors. Today, I went golfing today. As you guys can see, I got my golf attire on. One of the first things that my brother-in-law said to me today was, man, did you hear on MSNBC? Yeah, that beer market, that bear market beard, man, it's going for sure. Hopefully we'll get a nice moon soon so we can get this thing trimmed up because it's getting freaking crazy. Digital Clout, you changed your name. Nice, dude. Sup, bro? Late night stream. That's right. We're going late. 14 of you wonderful, amazing people in here. First of all, thank you guys for joining in. So my brother-in-law today, while we were golfing, Tim, welcome back, dude. While we were golfing today, guys, the first thing that he said to me was, man, did you hear Bitcoin is up 15%? I need you guys to get what's going on here. These people who hold traditional investments, thank God they don't own cryptocurrency yet. Thank God the ETFs have not been approved. Thank God. Because if all of these things were already in place, if we had already brought in every one of these investors that are going to sell the second they see any type of real profit, any type. That 15% that Bitcoin saw today, that 18 or 19% that Bitcoin saw, and the 15%, the whole market, they would be selling out so fast. That's right. That's right. Hey, Simi Dot, welcome. The gains are fun. Now, yeah, it's good to have the gains. Guys, I need, in order to be back now, this is the thing. It's nice to see the green. If we get so fixated and focused on the green or the small fry or the little fish in the pond, that will be ultimately our downfall. If we're getting to the point where when I sign on to my Ledger account or when I open up my Binance or when I open up Coinbase or Gemini or KuCoin or whatever DX exchange, when you open up your account and you see 15% more money, when you see all of these extra dollars. Now, if you're somebody who bought in and you're in the massive gains, sure, you know, move some money around. I'm holding out, guys. I would have sold out already and been gone. I would have been out of this market and into traditional markets or back into silver if I was worried about the short term. If my objective was to focus on today, tomorrow, and the day after, instead of having the conviction and the ability to look forward into the future. And as I look forward, guys, nothing about 15%, nothing about 25% would ever get me to sell my cryptocurrency. Nothing. I'm literally, let's see. I'm a stone, can't shake me out. That's right. Mr. Malpass, one of our bosses. No question, guys. This is what I'm saying. My brother-in-law would not have been able to focus on golf today. He would not have been able to golf with me and enjoy the day if he had a 15% gain in his account. His objective would have been to go sit down, trade his stocks, move his money, and make sure that everything was off of the table. These traditional investors, they don't have the staying power to push through the inconsistent markets. And that's why I'm going to reaffirm what I said earlier in the video, guys, which is I am ultimately very excited that all of the ETFs and everything like that just keeps getting pushed back and denied and paused and canceled or whatever it is. I'm ultimately very excited about that. Because what it did is it prevented those traditional investors from getting in and effing up our market. What's going to end up happening is they will become the clients. They are not going to be the investors. They're not going to be in early enough or hold long enough to be considered a winner in this space. Now, for all of those cryptocurrency holders who today, if your $1,000 went up 15% or whatever your portfolio size is, if it went up 20% today and you sold, if it kept going up, you will be the person kicking yourself in the ass for selling out. That's right, Brooklyn is in the building, for selling out too early. Mark Phillips, welcome. Lewis, thank you for coming in. I agree. You invest in crypto at these prices, not sell yet until breaking previous all-time highs. You flip traditional stocks right now. No question. And I actually was having this conversation with my brother, not my brother-in-law. My actual brother is way more receptive to cryptocurrency than my brother-in-law, who I've told you guys specifically, who at one point in our discussions, he was telling me that he had $10,000 invested into Amazon, the stock. So if we cannot convince people that are traditional investors who hold huge bags of stocks to even put in $100 or $5 or $10 or click on the freaking free link for some XLM, if we can't even convince those people to take free crypto, then we're really in deep. We're in for a long, long battle in regards to Litecoin has massively gained. Might be smart to buy and sell over 24 hours. Now, look, I'm not suggesting to anybody because I don't know what your purchase points are. Josh, it's great to be back. I don't know what your purchase points are, so I cannot be an advisor to you. And I try to say this as often as possible, guys. I am my own financial advisor. Everything that I say to you is something that I hope to implement within my own investing strategy. So I'm going to send this video to my brother-in-law and to my brother and to all of these people who I think are not necessarily in the day-to-day inner workings of cryptocurrency, meaning my brother-in-law, my stepdad, my brother, my mom, my grandmother, my sister, every single person in my circle. Their crypto would have been gone today. It would have been gone. They would have had zero cryptocurrency left today, and it would have all been back into fiat. The problem that I have is that as I look back at the time that I invested into crypto, I was investing out of one asset into another. And the unfortunate move, guys, and I'm sure a lot of you were a part of it, is that it was a bleed off. It was a straight shanking. I mean, from the time that I invested, I have been shanked financially almost to death, okay? But we're not dead, though. You feel that? We're not dead. No traditional investor would have still been standing here holding their bags, which means for the 27 of you, the 29 of you that are in here now, you honestly are the future because you're not acting under conventional understandings or conventional ideas. That's right. Hey, it's good to see you too, Noah. Listen to him, family. He knows of what he speaks. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Andre. Mr. Tyler Durden is definitely in the house. And we are the gladiators. This is something that we really, and I say this to as many people as I can every day. You are the future bosses. And until you start to realize that, until you start to take back the control, your financial control from the powers that be that are surrounding you, until you take back that authority, you will forever be under that authority. Big live stream with Chris Larson tomorrow morning. Mr. Cobb will be streaming it at 5 a.m. Market might rise. That's right. Preach. Definitely. That's right, Mr. Clout. And, we have self-control and we see the big picture, no doubt. Digital asset guy, welcome. We are, brother, we are the future bosses. No question. The future kings and queens, no doubt, of Moonville, the XRP Wrench Gang, and the XRP Lady Wrench Gang. Where's all the Lady Wrenches today? That's something that I don't see popping up. But for all the Lady Wrenches that are going to be watching this back later, you guys are one of the most crucially important things to the cryptocurrency space. If I could explain to you right now that if my sister was to call her husband, who is a traditional investor knucklehead, who's done amazing for himself, Mazel tov, congratulations. If she was to call him and support his journey into cryptocurrency and encourage it, and if she was to start looking into it, do you understand what that would do not only for me and for my family, but for him directly, a traditional investor? What it would do is it would show that support that we ultimately need from the ladies in our lives or the men in our lives, if we happen to be one of those lady wrench gangs, or if you happen to be gay and the person that you're with is of the same sex. Either way, you have to have somebody in your life, guys, that is going to be the rock, that's going to be the foundation, that will be the thing. Like, to me in my life, that's my mother. Okay, I'm a mama's boy, no question, guys. That is the person and the thing that I would do anything for, right? So that's the person to me that she showed me support. She supports my channel. She's helping me grow. She's helping me learn. She's supported me throughout my life. These are the people that not only do we want to bring closer to cryptocurrency, but we want them to be encouraging us to move farther and harder. I really messed up, guys. I bought 20 ounces of silver with crypto yesterday morning, used my XRP. I thought it was gonna drop. That's a problem. Who said that? I gotta read this. Crypto Mike. Okay, Mr. Crypto Mike, dude, big time. I sold a lot of silver coins to buy into crypto, and I've lost about 85% of the valuation that I had in my silver to crypto. So I totally understand what you're saying in regards to, and I've said this many times before, and a lot of my strong hands know this. There's never going to be a moment, Mike, listen, there will never be a moment, my brother, where you are ever going to get in front of the move. You're never at some point going to be standing in front of the trade, okay? Even with InGen, even with Dash, like all of these things that you feel like you might know are going to move, we know XRP is going to moon. We don't know when, and we don't know if it's going to break itself in half before that. You're never going to be in front of the trade. Understand that there is going to be a point. Thank you, Farshad. I really appreciate that. There's going to become a time when it is going to be so difficult, no question, guys, to be able to hold on to one and not buy another, or to sell one to buy into crypto. The position that we're in right now is you gotta either buy in or buy out. You can't be in this position. Now, I started a $500 portfolio with you guys that I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an opportunity to choose what we buy, choose what we sell, when we do it. So definitely start that conversation down below of what coins you see being more prevalent in the future, whether it be use case, valuation, adoption, countrywide, cross-border transactions. What is going to be the coin that you buy and hold, not the coin that you are going to buy and sell to get back into silver? Now, understand, Mike, back to you, buddy, is that the end goal or the end result for me in cryptocurrency, guys, Farshad with the 10 bucks. Thank you very much, my brother. My end result here is honestly to buy back into silver. I do believe that XRP is going to be used as a catalyst to moving the financial markets forward. There's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 cryptocurrencies that get chosen to move these markets forward, okay? The question has to be, which coin do you think is going to be that coin, and why? Now, the question for Mike, honestly, is why yesterday did Mike sell his crypto for silver? Because he thought, he was thinking instead of projecting forward. He was stopping the thought process, standing still and thinking instead of attempting to realize what the future holds. Now, I'll be honest with you, the future in my mind is tragic and traumatic for a lot of people. Not a tremendous amount of people, but there's going to be a lot of people who financially stand at the top of the market right now, and they will be pushed to the middle or into the bottom section. And there's going to be people. Okay, we are live. I want to go back and read this thing here from Lisa Flanagan. First of all, Lisa, welcome to the chat at XRP88 all day. Simi Dot coming in with the advice. Been buying for the last 15 months. I'm feeling okay right now. That's right. Danang Golf Pro. I went golfing today. I went and golfed at a place called Sand Canyon. Beautiful course. I lost more golf balls today than I've lost in a long time. A very hard course that we shot today. But I want to read what Lisa's saying here. My husband doesn't quite get it. My husband doesn't quite get it, but supports me. Hey, I will retire him soon, holding and accumulating. Past year and a half, hodling, don't fodle. That's right. Digibyte, XRP. Have a good feeling about those two. Go ahead. This is our time, guys. Life-changing opportunities are here. Now, these opportunities literally are life-changing, guys. I'm not even kidding you. My life has already been changed. You guys have changed my life. I'll be honest with you. The amount of, and I know I've taken some time off, guys, but the amount of excitement that I have and nervousness that I have when I'm about to start one of these live streams, or when I'm about, hey, welcome, Mr. Chip. It's great to see you, buddy. Sugar Mama, indeed. No question, guys. There is going to be, now the thing that I was saying just before the stream bogged out was that what the phase of the world that we're coming into right now, guys, is what we're going to consider generational transfer of wealth. Now, if you guys have never heard this on my channel before, if you've never heard me discussing silver or gold or anything like that, we're coming into an era. Brian, welcome. What's going on, my bud? We're coming into a section. Dude, the beard's coming in for sure. It's that XRP moon beard that we're growing. Generational wealth, guys. When I got into investing, I was investing into precious metals, just like Mike. Physical silver precious metal. I sold out to get into cryptocurrency. What will end up happening is there's going to become a moment. Now, the reason I bought into silver is because I felt like silver and gold was going to become the generational transfer of wealth. Literally, I thought that silver was going to move first. Okay, so I bought into silver, a bunch of silver, physical silver. I have great relationships with local silver shops. Actually, most silver shops within California, all the way up to Jungle Inc. side of town, which is Escondido and Encinitas and Carlsbad area. I've been to all the silver shops all over California, except north. I haven't gone really north too much, but I would love to do that. Silver is extremely undervalued. Gio, welcome, my bud. How you doing? So that was the reason I bought into silver, was because silver is undervalued. It's a precious metal. It is a manipulated industry and asset class that's controlled by the powers that be. So the tipping point that I'm on right now, guys, is that I sold the silver to get into crypto. Now I'm holding the crypto, believing that the position that we're in now is that cryptocurrency will be the catalyst to moving the financial industries forward. Cryptocurrency is going to be the thing to help create more value in the silver, precious metal, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium, all of those things. The silver is going to be a benefit or a byproduct of profit because of cryptocurrency. We're heading into a generational transfer of wealth. Think of it this way. Whoever in your family right now is the wealthiest person you could think of, whether it be your great-great-grandmother or your brother or your sister who has a great job with 200,000 bucks in the bank, whatever that means to you guys, a generational transfer of wealth would be whoever the top players are on your scale being pushed to the middle or the bottom, and the bottom end of that generation, the broker end, becoming the wealthy. If you have $5,000 in cryptocurrency right now, most likely, and if you held it during the bull run, most likely it probably cost you, let's say, $50,000, okay? At the heights, at the peaks. If you're one of those people that unfortunately bought in at the peak, it would have cost you $50,000, let's say, to buy into XRP. And I did the math specifically on XRP today. It would have been about $48,000 or something like that. $49,000 to get into like 12 or 13,000 XRP. So if you could think of it from that perspective, guys, you're standing here in a position, and I try to say this as educated as I can. If we hit another bull run where we move up in the scale, if we start to get back or close or push into all-time highs, there will be no freaking literal way. Take this to the bank. That will most likely be closed when this happens. There will be no literal way for it to reach all-time high and stop. There is zero, and when I say zero, there's very few things in life that have zero opportunity of happening. There's no chance in the world that XRP will go to $3.80 and just stop and then go back down. It won't happen, guys. If we hit or reach an all-time high again, my understanding is that we will be blowing through that all-time high, guys. We will be smashing that all-time high, and it will be not even funny. And that's why the title of this video, guys, is as important as I think it is. 15 or 20 effing %. Nobody in my circle would have been standing here excited about not selling. I'm so excited about not selling my cryptocurrency right now, guys. But my brother-in-law would have been back into fiat as soon as possible. 15% is too much of a move for these small, tiny huevoed investors to be dealing with. They don't have that conviction. They are traditional investors. They are people who invested in 1994 and waited until 1999, 2000, 2001 for that market to fully evolve, and then for them to either sell out or not sell out and then crash with that market and die off with 80% of the dot-com creations, which I honestly think is going to be something that ends up happening. We are coming into a time where there will possibly be a coin apocalypse, or a situation where a lot of these coins that we follow and love and believe have use case and utilization probably don't, or might not, or never had a team, or don't have a functioning GitHub. You guys need to get involved and get invested in your future. That is the only way for this to work out for you to be the one in the driver's seat. You cannot own a fully stuffed bag of stock market stocks right now. Let's see what Da Nang Golf Pro, $1,000 of Digibyte today will get you $10,000 if it just gets back to the all-time highs of December. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And you can even find examples that are exponentially higher than that. Okay, exponentially higher than the calculation that Mr. Golf Pro just did for us on Digibyte, right? There's coins like QuantStamp and Simple Token and all of these coins, and Tron for that matter. Tron, which is selling at low 3 cents right now, had a high of 29 or 31 or 32 cents. Okay, we're talking about like a 12 or 13 times return on your money. $1,000 to $13,000 or $14,000. Are you 100% in crypto or have some investments in stocks? F the stock market, guys. F the stock market. Literally, no money is ever going into the stock market for me. If you were to ask me what my opinion or my outlook on the future of the stock market and the FANG, the Facebook, the Apple, the Netflix, the Amazons, all of these things, it's gonna fucking crash. You guys, it's gonna crash. And I know a lot of people with a ton of money tied up in the stock market. One of them might be watching this video right now and just sitting there silently upset that I'm literally speaking directly into their soul, because they know and I know exactly what I've been telling them. Just like the same thing with housing markets. If you were somebody who bought a house within the last 1 year or 2 years during this massive climb in housing values, you're setting yourself up for like a tremendously bad time. And we were talking about it today on the golf course. There's beautiful houses along the row of this golf course. It's a major selling point to sell a big, beautiful house on a golf course with a view of a nice hole to be able to sit in your backyard and watch. But you know what's not a good selling point? When the golf course closes and you've got just a big dust bowl outside of your house because they don't want to golf there anymore because it's too expensive. These are the things you have to take into consideration, because that $1.3 million house that somebody's going to buy today or tomorrow is going to be valued at half when that golf course closes, and when there's 10 houses for sale for every one buyer. which is like, and I don't know how it is for you guys in whatever state you live in. First of all, what state do you guys live in? We got a 37-person group right now. Where do you guys live? Do you guys see just like I do today? Do you guys see on every single street corner in your neighborhoods, every single one, multiple houses for sale? Go outside right now onto your street. Take your phone with you. Go outside and look. I bet there's a house for sale within a block or two. You could go on a walk, and that will only grow. There will only become more houses. The government, you guys focus, listen. I don't want you guys just running off right now. Listen to what I'm saying. During 2008, when the housing market crashed, I'm in a real estate family. We were getting REOs, which was foreclosures from Ocwen, which is a big bank, okay? We were getting foreclosure after foreclosure. I had 19 foreclosures at one point during the recession, during the crash of 2008. Do you guys understand what happened during that crash? Do you guys get what took place when there was more houses on the market than there were even considering buyers? Do you get what took place? The governments and the corporations had to buy back all of these mortgages, okay? Mortgage-backed debt. They own all of these mortgages now. The governments and the corporations and the big banks own more deeds to houses than they have at any point in history. They own them. They're holding that debt on their books, right? Which means when the housing market turns over, when we get to the top of the hill, which is like we're almost there, and it starts to come off the other side, all of these corporate-backed entities are going to sell the shit out of their properties. There's going to be 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 30 to 1 houses for sale to one buyer. You get that? It's like that thing that we discussed in regards to silver versus paper silver versus physical silver. There's 200 paper contracts to every one silver coin. So for every one of the 20 ounces that Mike sold, there is 2,000 people waiting to get their hands on one of those ounces, guys. We're going to come into a situation where anybody who's buying a house right now is going to become mortally wounded, right? Now, look, I'm not even trying to make it out to be a bad thing. It is what it is. Everybody gets they play the hand they're dealt. And if you're not playing the hand you're dealt, then you're just waiting for somebody to create a hand for you and then give it to you the way that they see fit. And this is what I try to explain to you guys. You have the opportunity right now, my friends and my family, to become investors, to become long-term future millionaires, bosses, kings and queens of the investment space. And like I said, generational wealth, that transfer is going to happen. What involvement are you going to have in that transfer? Are you going to be the one that it's transferring from? Are you going to be the one that it's transferring to? Or are you going to be neither? Do you neither own any stocks or any crypto, and you're fully into fiat, thinking that you're going to bypass this whole upcoming recession by stuffing a bunch of cash in your mattress? You're not going to escape it. This thing is like a plague. This thing is like a plague. It is going to find you. When it starts, it is going to find you, and it is going to attack the crap out of you. You either do something about it now, or you don't do nothing at all, guys. I agree, 589 or bust. Graham, thank you very much. I'm the same way, Golf Pro. I don't feel right if I'm not investing into crypto on a regular. And I said this to my brother today. I have not bought cryptocurrency in the longest time. I mean, yeah, sure, the $500 portfolio, I buy cryptocurrency and I sell crypto every day, but I haven't put any new money into cryptocurrency. Digital Asset Guy, thank you very much for coming in. You've got the supreme view. Thank you very much, my brother. I do appreciate that. And you know what? Keep coming back. It only works if you work it. Drop a like and a share before you head out. DGA. XRP Ninja Warrior is in the house. First goal, become a crypto whale. Second goal, refer to goal number 1. Now, unfortunately, Simi Dot, I love the goal. You will never become a crypto whale. The crypto whales are already set in place. We don't need any more crypto whales. We need somebody who's going to be considered a crypto step, okay? Like a stepping stone. I'm a cryptocurrency stepping stone, okay? Because the whales literally already are there. The whales are making moves, guys, that you cannot be a part of. They're going to move money. It's like I said, it's like any one of my family members could put 10 times more money into cryptocurrency than I have even considered putting in, and it wouldn't affect their life, right? I'm standing here all in, pants on the ground, ass out in the air, like, whoa, okay, right? Anyone in my family could, boom, drop in that little bit of money that I threw in, which is everything in my life, right? Like I told you guys before, I'm 100% into cryptocurrency. Outside of the mundane day-to-day bills, like all my Uber money that's coming in is going right to bills. Everything's going into bills. Money is going directly to bills or into crypto, but obviously there's no excess money right now, so everything is going directly into the bills. So let's see what we've got going on here. Bernie Dankers, didn't you say you were constantly investing in crypto? You were my lift telling me about it. Oh, nice. This is one of my riders, guys. Awesome. You see, and just so you guys know, I talk cryptocurrency all day long when I drive in my car, okay? And first of all, Bernie Dankers, fuck yeah, welcome, dude. I really appreciate you coming through. I didn't expect any of my Uber riders or Lyft riders to actually come in and make it to the stream, but I do appreciate you coming by. And yes, when I say constantly investing, and we've probably had a long conversation, because I believe, if I'm correct, you might be the neuroscientist that I drove, but I don't remember exactly. I buy in with every dollar that I can that does not need to go to bills, okay? Now, I'm in a position right now where most money goes to bills, right? I'm in a position where my life is inundated and surrounded and run by the conventional old system. There's nothing that I've been able to do financially to remove myself from the unnecessary necessity of needing fiat. I don't believe in fiat. I don't like fiat. I don't want fiat. If anything, for a very long time, the last 5 years plus, I don't want any fiat. I don't want any money, guys. My objective literally is to circumvent the fiat systems. Maybe that's not coming in. Maybe that's not clear. My idea is to say F JP Morgan, F Bank of America, F Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, F them all, okay? I don't need them. I didn't need them ever at any point, okay? The only reason why they needed me was because I was a conventional and traditional vanilla flavored dude, right? 44 of you watching this video right now, 32 minutes in, you're not vanilla. You cats are not traditional, conventional, stuck in the mud, like not going nowhere. I say this a lot, yo. I say this a lot. You guys are the bosses. I'm already a boss. I might not actually control anything, but I honestly am a boss in the future. And I feel it, and I feel it in my soul. I agree with the title of this video. I'm not here to make $100 for sure. I made $100 today, guys. I spent $75 golfing today. Okay, I'm not here to make a fucking $100. You guys are not sitting here with a bag full of XRP waiting for it to go back to $1. And now I said this before, everybody's purchase price is different. Everybody's purchase price is different, guys. So I cannot be the surveyor or the all-seeing eye of when you should sell or why you should sell or what selling would mean. If you guys bought in like in the middle of 2017, before any bull runs, before any kind of like weird shit was going on in the market, and you've got like, you know, a pile of, you know, 7-cent XRP, and you're sitting here at 30 cents, and your 7-cent XRP goes to a freaking $1, yeah, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question you wanting to cash out of your 10x or your 12x. Those are the numbers that a lot of people are working on. I'm about to take one of my Bitcoins and buy more XRP. Keep it up, Sir Captain Sticks. Have a great rest of the chat, all. Time to go buy some crypto. Smash those likes and shares. Thank you very much. Tyler Durden, our Fight Club representative, selling at the $20 trillion market cap. Now that's nutty. Digital Clout. Why am I having so much of a hard time remembering what your old name was? I feel like it was Doug for show. No, that might have been somebody else. What was your old name? It wasn't Digital Clout. That's right. Theo Cles. That's my boy. Theo, your honesty and energy are amazing. Graham, thank you very much. We got 52 people. And Farshad with the $10 super chat earlier. I really do appreciate that. Everything you guys do, I really do appreciate. And I've said this before many times, and I think you guys understand it. Hey, Mina, welcome. It's been a long time. It's great to be back. I say this many times, guys, with 47 of you. It's trickling down. You know what? I've realized that. most people don't like sentimental or emotional moments or things that make you think. But on that note, guys, and I've said this to you many times, outside of the fact that your future bosses, kings and queens, millionaires of Moonville, is that I hodl you guys almost as much as I do my bag of XRP. Now, I understand you guys aren't going to be paying my bills at some point in the future, but I hodl the crap out of you guys, man. Literally, like I said earlier in the video, the inspiration that this space has given me, the energy that it gives me, the love, the passion, the excitement, and the private chats, the Twitters, I mean, everything that goes on in this space, guys, is ultimately seriously reassuring. To all of my Lyft and Uber riders that I pick up and that I'm just like spitting messages at, like I'm literally like the whole day driving around and I let conversations just go, and then eventually I'll just jump in and be like, boom, what about crypto? What about crypto? And most people, guys, most people, guys, if you ask them about cryptocurrency or what's happened in crypto or what's going to happen in crypto, most people think that it's dead. Most people think that it's gone. They don't believe that it's a thing anymore, and that this 15% gain that we're seeing today, I cannot, listen, guys, I don't know how many of you guys have been on this channel with me and have actually bought cryptocurrency because of something that I said, or because of something that Digital Asset Investor said, or Jungle Inc., or Tony, or Alex, or any of these people. If you did, congratulations, because you did it for yourself. So you're the forward thinker, you are the future. So with all of that being said, add your crypto address for deposits. Your content is great and honest, and most importantly, you're genuine. Thank you very much, Theo Digital Clout. I really do appreciate that. I love Tron decentralized applications. TronBet Anti gives me enough to live on every day on average. I've had some issues with Tron. I got onto the game.com platform and they had the Tron Dogs game going on, and I put like $500 or $600 into that, and I can't even log on to the thing anymore. So at this point, to be honest with you, I'm trying to stay in my lane. If we're trying to get too creative right now, outside of just moving a little bit of our stack to move into something that we're going to consider like a major mooner, or like our shot, or like our chance, you got to be cautious, because I invested into Engen the other day. I put in the $500 into Engen and ended up turning it into like almost $900, and it got crushed. And then I sold out, and then I bought into that CELR one that Binance was doing. There's nothing you can do to catch it, guys. James Malpass and all of our guys from the Zoo chat that we've got, we were trying to get in, and we wanted to actually make a move on CELR, which was the coin that Binance was going to be releasing. And I signed on to the Binance platform, which I had the $500 on. And when I signed on, I saw the CELR ticker, but there was no volume, no activity. I'd never seen anything like that. So I went in the chat. Nobody had any real idea. We started to look it up, and this is what I'm saying. Mike, everybody listening, guys, you're not going to catch it. You're not gonna catch it, ever. Never, right? We happen to be in the know after the fact on that Engen move, after it already went up 200 or 300%, and then we happen to catch another 60 or 70 or 80% out of it. You're not gonna be able to do that every time. Binance is too confusing. I love Binance, to be honest with you guys. Do you agree with buying one Bitcoin first, then buying all the altcoins that you want? No. Altakakas, no way, guys. Not a chance. Not a chance in the world would I ever suggest buying one whole Bitcoin. First of all, the fact that we can divvy down or divide our cryptocurrency by fractions and fractions and fractions, the fact that we have like 6 or 7 fractionable areas that we can take down, there's no need for me, in my mind, to have anybody owning any Bitcoin right now. Unless for some reason you were convinced that Lightning Network and Bitcoin itself was going to be the end all be all. I'm not going to convince you not to buy one Bitcoin, okay? I'm tempted to convert my one BTC into more XRP. Dude, I literally, honestly, oh, hi, if you're asking me that too, if like that was your way of asking a question, no freaking chance would I have one whole Bitcoin in my account. Not a chance, man. Even though you made a killing over the last day or couple days or whatever, no chance, dude. I don't see Bitcoin as the one that's going to exist or work or move in the future, you know. A financial analyst for Yahoo Finance said crypto lacks value due to fraudulent ICO from Arise Bank from the SEC. He goes on to say it's volatile, underregulated, and fraud. What is your opinion? Bernie, thank you very much for the question. Without knowing who the financial analyst was and what exactly they were referencing, and I have not heard, first of all, ICOs for me are not something that I'm getting into. So in regards to exactly what he's saying, yes. And this is why I reference something very important, guys, is unless you know the projects that you're getting into, unless you know what the decentralized exchange is going to be that you're utilizing or the coin that you're buying, unless you know the back end functionality of Bitcoin or XRP or Dash or Digibyte or whatever, you should not be buying into cryptocurrency unless you're just some hype train fanboy that is like watching this video and I was like, man, this guy sounds like he's right. Don't let that be you. Don't be the hype train fanboy or girl. You have to be an objectified, opinionated journalist and researcher. You have to go out and search this information out. Binance Coin, I love it, on a side note. So in regards to what Bernie is asking, yes, cryptocurrency is volatile. Yes, it is unregulated to an extent. And now, with all of that being said, fraudulent activity exists. It is extremely prevalent, fraudulent activity within the fiat financial space. Fraudulent activity, the fines, the $100 billion in fines that JP Morgan had to pay or whatever it was, that's fraud, okay? Silver manipulation, fraud. The banks are the fraud. So Bernie's asking a question that he's trying to direct into cryptocurrency, but that is them indoctrinating you to the point where you're never going to be able to invest in cryptocurrency with the questions only being asked towards crypto, because that situation you're referencing with IPOs from the dot-com bubble and the unregulated mortgages that they were putting out in 2005 and 6 and 7 just before the crash, all the way into the straight up trajectory that the stock market's been going on, the corporate backed debt, all of these corporate backed mortgages, everything that's happening right now is fraudulent. And you know what hasn't happened? Let me rephrase that. Do you know what has happened within the cryptocurrency space over the last 5 years, let's say? Bernie, I hope you're still listening. Drop that comment down below if you're still here. What's happened over the last 5 years within cryptocurrency is that we've rose and we broke, and we rose and we broke, and we rose and we broke. We've had consistent bull and bears, bull and bears. Most of the time, always during the bears, falling to a level that is higher than the start of the bull previously. We've already broken ourselves down through the course of the straight up trajectory of the stock markets, the fiat markets, the real estate markets. Cryptocurrency at this point, outside of silver and gold, has the biggest opportunity to have an actual return or use case in the future if you believe in blockchain or the digitizing of the entire world. That's the direction we're going. When was the last time that you had, imagine how much money you have in your bank account, okay? When was the last time you had that much money in cash in your pocket? Never, ever. Okay, we're already digital, guys. We're just waiting for you all to realize it. We're waiting for the time that you can actually realize, guys, that you are already fully invested and involved in a system that is false, that is fake. Only 3% left on my phone. Oh no, 8 out of 10 terrorists say they prefer cash to crypto, for sure. Bernie's still here. Okay, good. How do you see people actually buying crypto in the future? Still Binance, or maybe their bank / ATM? ATMs already exist and the banks are coming. And like I said earlier in the video, guys, I can't even believe that I've been rambling this long. Like I said earlier in the video, they're already coming. And if you're not in now when they're already trying to come, you're not going to have the opportunity to make any money. You're just going to be somebody that they're offering it to. Okay, you're just going to be one of their notches on the pole. So, T Stout, what's going on? Eventually, only criminals will use cash. Governments want to track us all. I've got something really interesting to say about that, Mr. Golf Pro, is that at some point, cash, I believe in the way that we utilize it today and the way that it's been utilized ever since it was created. And I mean, it's evolved for sure. We had actual assets backing the cash cash used to just be a promissory note, but now it is the actual, now it is the actual debt. So there's going to come a time in the future, guys, where the cash that we know and the way that we use it is going to be gone. Literally, I've showed you guys that auction book that I have before of all of those fiat dollars, okay? The way that all of those dollars were utilized and transacted has changed and evolved, okay? I mean, you could still use the money, for sure. You still use the money, but 100 years ago, when you were given that money, it could have bought you a lot more. And today, selling it as a collector bill instead of using it as real money is going to net you more money than if you were to actually spend it. So that's the future. Possibly not with the bills that we use today. Understand that it's the old bills, the ones that actually had real life and meaning and substance to them, that hold value today still over the note value, over the face value of the note. The $100 bill that you have now in your pocket is never going to be worth more than $100, ever. Take that to the bank. I don't care who you are. You're never going to go to the bank at one point in the future and your $100 bill is going to be worth more than $100. No chance. Now. No chance that the money we're creating now is going to ever increase in value no matter what happens. Unless you've got one of the last ones ever on the earth. If the government forced every single one of the $100 bills to come back to them and they burned them all, and you were the last person in the world to have 500 of those $100 bills, then they'd be worth something. But there's billions of them, right? Just billions of them out there. So keep rambling. It's great. Great rambling today. Great stuff. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. Do we think this is a full-on bull run? Do we think what's a full-on bull run? I don't know if you read the title of the video, but 15% to me or 20% to me is not a freaking bull run, guys. 15% to me is going to be a selling point for a lot of traditional investors. 15 or 20% for a lot of people who would be buying through Charles Schwab or E-Trade or TD Ameritrade. They would be fucking out. And I've said this already, guys. They'd be out. Dunsky. They'd be Dunsky. They'd be moving into USDC and they'd be waiting for it to come back down because that's what they expect to happen. They don't expect for 15% to turn to 30 and then for 30 to turn to 45 and then for 45 to just keep going and to keep multiplying. They don't expect that to happen, and they're not going to expect it to happen. And that's why, as they're all jovial and joking about the 15 or 20% today, and they're like laughing about the fact that they didn't put in $1,000 and that they didn't make their $150 today or whatever, it's going to be a problem when it goes to 500%. It's going to be a problem when it goes to 1,000. I asked my friend Jeff, who I talk to all the time, how's he going to feel if crypto goes 1,000x? And now this is a problem. This is a severe problem. How is Jeff going to feel when cryptocurrency goes 1,000x and I'm giving him an opportunity to put in $1,000, which is nothing of his fucking stack, put in $1,000 for $1 million, right? $1,000 for zero or $1,000 for $1 million. The difference is unbelievable, right? I mean, what are we discussing here? We're discussing people just not wanting to be involved or invested in cryptocurrency. Now, even my brother-in-law, who brought up the MSNBC opinion article today, speaking about the 15 or 20%, I've been attempting to get him in for a long time. Doesn't want to go in, is not going to be getting in. I don't know what kind of percentage gain we have to see in order for the traditional investors to come into the market. Does it have to go up 50% or 100%? Do we have to get back to all-time highs? Do we really need to get back to all-time highs before my friend Jeff or my brother-in-law or my brother or my mom or any of them are like, you know what, Dave? You might be right. It's time for us to put a little bit of money in. And even at that point, if we're talking about 1,000x, who cares if it goes up 100%? You can buy it at any point from now to the all-time high, and it won't matter if you have the end goal in mind of ultimate profit, of ultimate bull run. I'm in this for the big gains. Opinions on privacy coins like Zcash and Monero, XMR. Look, guys, honestly, I'm an XRP guy. And I believe that the Ripple team and XRP... Oh, Miss Connie's here. Look at that. How are you doing? Finally, one of our Lady Wrench gangs made it to the chat. Producing fiat is a waste of money. Digital currency saves so many issues. Great example. So if I was to try and get into a little bit of what XRP Ninja Warrior said, I do believe that at some point the US is going to call back all physical fiat paper dollars. They will have a moment in time where they say all debt holders of physical fiat paper money, turn in your money, turn in your physical fiat dollars, and we're going to give you access to DUSD, okay, is what I'm calling it. Digital US dollar. No, yeah, everything's already digital. We get it. Everything's already on ledgers and everything like that. But there's going to become a time in the future. Honestly, listen, take this to the bank, guys. And it's not going to be the bank that you know today. Take this to the bank. There's going to come a time when the fiat dollars that are out in the debt around the world are going to become useless. And you're either going to have the opportunity to trade in your debt for the new system, or you're going to be stuck with the old one. My brother-in-law is going to be stuck with the old one for sure. He's not going to watch this video. He will never get to 50 minutes in this video. He probably wouldn't even get to 3 minutes in the video where I referenced what we spoke about today. So therein lies one of the problems is, like I said, the generational transfer of wealth, guys, is going to happen. And most of the people that you know, most of the people that you interact with on a day-to-day basis are not going to be invested or involved in that situation. If anything, most of the people you know are going to be on the opposite side of that transaction. Let's see what's going on. And first of all, Miss XRP Angel Connie, I really do appreciate you coming through. Selling crypto now is like selling Amazon stock in 2002. It'd be like selling Amazon stock the day that it came out, honestly. Literally, it'd be like having the opportunity to have an option call on your Google shares from the day that they came out. Now, for all of you who don't know what option calls, going short, going long, all that stuff, you got to look into it. If you don't get the financial industry, you got to get it. If you don't understand the history of money or fiat currency, if you don't get that in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created and the IRS started to illegally tax the residents of the United States illegally. Understand, taxation without representation. You guys ever heard of that? You ever heard of something like a document called the Constitution of the United States of America? Probably never read it, huh? Probably never have. Yeah, don't be a Ron. Don't be a Billy, for sure. And you know what, Miss Connie? I love the fact that you messaged me on Twitter. It's great to have you here. Will this pump go down? Most likely it will go down. And if it doesn't go down, it doesn't matter because you can't catch it anyway. So, Chantilal, what is that? Chantilal Zanwar. Wow, nice name. Chantilal. Most likely it will go down. Most likely the pumps aren't sustainable most of the time. You know, these type of moves aren't sustainable. Geez, look at that. Focus is really struggling. But literally, honestly, guys, if it doesn't go down and if you sell out, if you, like I said, that I think it's going to go down from this break. So if you sell out now and tomorrow it kept pumping, and tomorrow we've done a video, guys, where during the bull run, the beginning of the bull run, we were seeing 15 or 17% gains, excuse me, a day, okay? So if you're excited about this 20% gain and you wake up tomorrow and it does it again, but you sold out of your cryptocurrency because you were so effing excited that it went up 20%. Understand, during the bull run, there was 30 days or more where most of these coins, on average, were going up 15 to 20% every day. I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm saying. During the bull run of 2017, just not that long ago, cryptocurrency wholeheartedly, every single coin was going up 15 or 20% a day. So for those of you, hey, Alex Yeet, for those of you who are like super pumped to sell out of your cryptocurrency now, don't do it. Don't be that broken leaf. And you know what? It does sound unrealistic, right? Well, guess what? It's real. It's real. I was there. I was a part of it. I was a part of it. I was a part of it. I wasn't the financial part of it, but I was a participating member in the emotions of that whole situation. Okay? And just like in September, on September 17th, for those of you who haven't checked the charts yourself, pull up a chart. Look what happened on September 17th for XRP specifically. And look at the whole rest of the market too. XRP specifically, guys, went up over 200% within like a day and a half of trading. Okay. Chantilal, no, I didn't make a lot of money. What ended up happening is I'm a fearful traditional investor. I'm typical. I'm normal. I am vanilla for the most part. Okay. What ended up happening is I was watching at those moments. I was literally watching this happen. Okay. I wasn't invested in it happening. I was watching it happen. So I watched it run all the way to the top, and then I watched it peel off the top. I literally was watching it happen. What ended up going down was once we peeled off the top, but where does the 200% come from? Traders or investors? I have no idea. Literally, when we came off the top, I watched it, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and I was trying to watch the levels. I was trying to watch the levels in which we were plateauing down to, because I was in the process of developing my fund. I was in the process of doing everything with cryptocurrency. I was trying to convince my family to get in, and I was showing them how high it had been and how high I believe that it can go. The problem was I was buying in at like $12,000 or $15,000 Bitcoin prices, and XRP at that point was probably running back down towards $1.50, and then I watched it peel back down $1.30, $1.20, $1.15, and that was right where I started to buy in, guys. I started to buy in right around $1.15. So that's why I say, for me, this 15-20% is completely freaking irrelevant, yo. Literally, it doesn't matter. I'm excited about it because I get to have more opportunities to discuss it with people. Because the more the percentage gains come in, the more people like my brother-in-law and Jeff and my actual brother are gonna want to know about it. Because now it's not just some hypothetical thing that's going down all the time. Now we're discussing real big boy money. Now I'm actually the one in the driver's seat, because none of their investments are doing jack shit right now, okay? None of their investments are doing anything. If anything, Netflix, Amazon, Google, literally. Hey, look at that. Boss Man, Money Man is here. Welcome, Mr. Jungle, to the chat. And yeah, I had to drop in a live stream. You know, I want to let the people know that I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm literally not going anywhere. No matter what happens in this space, you guys can always hit me up on Twitter. You guys can always come through and have a conversation with me about anything, guys. I love to listen and I love to talk, as you can tell. But everything you do for me, guys, especially Jungle and a lot of these big-time boss mode players. I mean, it's like, you know, when somebody gets a shout out from like Digital Asset Investor, and, you know, they get 100 new subs. Okay, so it's like, here, I'm not going to throw out any names here, but a friend of mine got a shout out from Digital Asset Investor the other day, and 100 subscribers came to his channel from that. It's crazy to think, though. Honestly, I've got little less like 1,950 subscribers right now. If I got a shout out from somebody like Digital Asset Investor size, or somebody like from Jungle Inc. size, that was you, but I didn't want to say it was you. I don't want to throw out your business there, but I love telling stories, though. And so it was Jungle that got the shout out from Digital Asset Investor. 100 new subs flushed to his channel. Let me explain this to you. Jungle Inc. with like 15 or 20,000 subscribers, if he was to do the same thing for our channel, I think we would exponentially increase over the 100 that DAI sent him, because like the subscriber base between Jungle Inc. and Digital Asset Investor probably has a lot of repeat viewers. There's probably a lot of cross subscriptions going on there. So for Digital Asset Investor to be able to send Jungle Inc. 100 subscribers is immense. Like, that's crazy, right? That's crazy, because they both are like top tier providers of information. So as you guys can see, that sun is like literally starting to creep up on me. So that's kind of the thing, is like, I'm curious to see. We got 1,955 subscribers, and if Jungle really pushed through with us, yo, if Jungle really dropped that knowledge on some fools, literally, yo, it would be like it would be super crazy to see how many the increase is from 2,000 subscribers, which is what we have right now. And Jungle does know. Jungle knows best, guys. We will do better than 100, no question. I mean, that's the way that I'm saying it, is that the cross promotion and the connection that we have in this community, guys, is legit. It is so sick. It's so sick, guys. I mean, I love each and every one of you guys, for sure. Anthony Jackson, welcome. I didn't sell this past September. Could have made 3 times my money. Not crying over spilt milk, though, for sure. If I would have pulled, and I was watching, yo. I literally was watching. I was watching it. I watched my portfolio. I literally watched it with my eyes go up 3x. and I had my finger over the sell button, and I spoke about this in a few of my videos before, that it would have been a hero move. It would have been a hero move, guys, to sell that crypto at that point, for sure. Because of hindsight, because we know what happened, right? But it would not have been a hero move if it kept going. If we reached that 300% increase, and then all of a sudden, geez, okay, we're gonna have to move this car. It's the reason, hold on, let's see if we can do this without knocking anything over. Cars are moving, guys. Oh, yes, that's sun. 1 hour, we just passed the 1 hour mark. We just passed it, baby. Wouldn't you agree that day trading or option will generate more profit in the short run than going crypto? Bernie, first of all, if you guys don't know, Bernie was one of my clients that I had in my Lyft car. And it's a great question. Very intelligent person. Only people that I discuss in depth about cryptocurrency do I ever give my information for my YouTube channel. So in regards to this question, first of all, I can tell you most people in this chat right now probably don't know much about day trading or option trading in regards to traditional markets. And I don't believe you're referring to day trading or cryptocurrency option trading. And if you are, definitely let me know. So in regards to what you're saying, day trading for sure. If you know what you're doing, which you can't really know what you're doing unless you're an insider doing day trading, you're never going to know. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what you know. Unless you are on the inside, you're never going to be in front of the trade. I don't care who you are. A live stream with you two would be killer. Please make that happen. We're definitely trying. I was in San Diego the other day, but Jungle's pretty busy, yo. Jungle's a busy dude up until April 15th, so no question. Can we hit those likes? Anthony Jackson, thank you so much. I don't trust option sites. Okay, so XRP Ninja Warriors bringing it back to cryptocurrency, when I think Bernie is referencing traditional options, making calls, going long or short on your traditional stocks. Now, for those of you, like I said, for those of you who have not looked into it, going long or short is something very important that you should learn about. You should learn about the history of finances. You should learn about what the stock market's been doing over the last 30 years, how many times there's been a bailout, what's been going on, why, all of these things. Miss Connie, thank you very much. Simi Dot with the $5. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, my brother. That's crazy, man. 14 bucks on this stream. That's sick, dude. Do you notice driving for Uber, it's hard to make 14 bucks. So you guys might be my bosses more than you know. Love to see those. And first of all, if you guys didn't know, Miss Connie is a talented artist, yo. I mean, she sent me a picture on Twitter the other day of something that I hope that she didn't give away. But she's going to be sending us something that's kind of like that XRP fuse board that I built. Jungle is in all the shows. He is super active. Well, Jungle is Jungle in my mind is obviously not the biggest, but he's one of the most creative and influencing members of this community. Okay, now every person has their niche, has their customers, has their person, you know, and I'm honored to be a friend of Jungle Links. We haven't met in person, but like I haven't met most of you in person. I'm honored to be a friend of you guys. I'm honored to be in the same space and in the same lifestyle and mental frame of mind as you guys. Let's see what our friend Bernie is saying. The reason why I'm skeptical is because my macroeconomics professor, oh, okay, I'm going to stop you there. I don't like professors, okay? Professors are the ultimate, deepest level of indoctrination, but I'm going to read the rest of this and try not to be tainted. The reason why I'm skeptical is because my macroeconomics professor has given me various reasons why I shouldn't invest my time, much less my money, in crypto, and highly recommends investing in FANGs. Well, he sounds like a dumbass to me. To be honest with you, he sounds like a traditional investor. We've been discussing this, guys. He sounds like a traditional investor, and you're not going to get nothing other than that from traditional investors. You're not going to get anything other than that. They're not able to see through the weeds. They're not. They're not. They are so indoctrinated, and your macroeconomics professor probably has done very little digging into what blockchain is. And if you were to ask him specific questions about the digitization of finances, how much percentage-wise are we using digitally versus fiat, you got to ask hard-hitting questions. You got to ask, what about the fucking Oh, I just said a really bad word. I'm so sorry, guys. You've got to ask them what they know about the 1913 transition with the Federal Reserve and the IRS and the illegal taxation of the residents of the United States. You have to learn about the 1964 ending of the Bretton Woods Accord and coming off of the gold and silver standard and then going into this petrodollar that we have now that is a completely non-asset backed currency. We're in a shit show of investment right now. So for us to be giving any credit to our macroeconomics professor who is trying to protect the sanctity of his job by making sure that you and all of the smart people at UCLA or USC do not get invested into cryptocurrency because they don't want you to be the winner. They need you to be the ones under the winners. Don't you get that? They're the winners. They want to be the winners. They don't want you to be the winners. And definitely, Connie, post a link for sure. I'm learning trading stocks when the market opens based on earnings reports. If I had money, I'd short GameStop tomorrow and get out. Interesting. Applied for options at Fidelity and was denied. Not sure if they want a minimum balance of assets. Totally right. What is FANG? FANG is Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. FANG is the top tier stocks. Okay, so it's basically like an indice, you could call it. If one of the top tier, it's basically like if you look at Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. If Bitcoin was to crash tomorrow, what would happen to the rest of the market? And you got to think here. And so I want you guys to really think. If Bitcoin was to crash tomorrow, just like today, Bitcoin went up 20%. What happened to the rest of the market? It went with it because it's at the top. What you think if CELR, that stupid coin that Binance put out, was to crash tomorrow or moon tomorrow, that there's going to be any adverse effect on any of the other coins in the market? No, there will be no effect. But when one of the top tier performers either has adversity or gains, it's more adversity driven in regards to percentages coming off of. Dude, you're smart. Dropping nuggets. Thank you, Omar. That is really amazing. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, Bernie, I could tell my boy Bernie is like a big time traditional kind of cat. And that's okay, guys. It's okay to be traditional. It's not okay to be stuck in your traditional ways. It's totally okay to be traditional. It's okay to believe in the sanctity of marriage and the creation of a family and the resolutions of peace or the Constitution of the U.S., whatever. Let the cussing loose. No, I don't like to cuss, man. I'm sorry about that. Thanks. I will definitely ask him that this week. Okay, but Bernie, don't go at him in a confrontational way, because if I was sitting in front of him, I would destroy him. I would destroy him, literally. I want you to get that there's nothing that your macroeconomics professor can sit down and discuss with me outside of future technology or advancements of all of these asset classes that we're in now that would make sense. He couldn't show me a chart with no name that's not completely running uphill. Stocks, bonds, currencies, housing, everything except for crypto. And I said this to you guys. And reference that to your professor. Sorry about the focus. Reference that to your professor. The fact that over the course of the last 11 years, since 2008 economic crash from the bubble mortgage debt situation that we got into with the ballooning mortgage rates and the crashing of the housing values, that's what you're going to have to go in and ask him is, what do all of the charts look like? And you can already have all this information before you go in and see him. What do the charts look like? What does the New York Stock Exchange chart look like over the last 11 years? What does the Google chart look like over the last 11 years? Now, outside of that small little downturn that we had in the stock market 3 or 4 months ago, where traditional investors lost a tremendous amount of valuation in their portfolios, which is on the grand scale like a fraction of how far it's going to fall when it does start to fall. A fraction. Look at the charts. If we return to a fair market value, if we return to a 2008 or 9 or 10 valuation, people are going to get effing crushed. So that's something that you should bring to your professor, is the fact that over the course of the last 11 years, nothing has corrected at all, except for cryptocurrency, right? So as you stand here at the precipice of the future, you're literally standing at a crossroad. I want you guys to all understand that. You're standing at a crossroad. You're standing at a fork in the road Now, the fork in the road is either staying on the lane that you've been on your entire life or jumping off of that lane and creating a new path with the rest of us. The last 11 years have been a straight upward trajectory for the stock markets and the bond markets and the currency markets. Cryptocurrency has relieved the pressure. It's like if you have to go to the bathroom and it's just building up and building up and building up. Eventually, it's going to come out. Eventually, it's going to come out. And if it doesn't come out, you're going to get sick and die. It's things you got to realize. No joke, guys. No joke. Miyagi's here. What's going on, Mr. Miyagi? It's good to see you. What's your Twitter, Ninja Warrior? DM the pic. Hey, don't get too crazy in those DMs there. I should be in B right now. 2:45 a.m. Oh, I should be in bed right now. 2:45 a.m., but I'm glued. You know what, Lisa? Thank you very much. SPY drops. All markets go to the toilet. NYSE. Oh, if the spider, I don't know what the SPY is, whatever. In bed. Well, I'm glad that I can be hanging out in bed with you guys. Thank you very much. I have FANG, but a lot of others. Cannabis stocks have done well. Yeah, but what was the cannabis stock that was with a T? Everybody bought into it. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great. It's great to be invested. But Ben, first of all, welcome. Chikanowitz. Nice name, dude. Ben Chikanowitz. I wouldn't be invested in stock market at all right now, my buddy. Now, yeah, cool. If Donald Trump wins the presidency in 2020 and we remain copacetic with all of the countries that are existing right now, we don't go into a major cataclysmic war or blah, 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 or whatever we're going to consider it. No question the stock market has the potential of still going up. But I don't want to be betting on a time frame right now. I don't want to be saying I think or I know or I believe that something's going to be happening at a specific time. We don't know, and so you kind of have to make your bed and lie in it. So if you hold FANG right now, be ready for that to go up or get crushed. Because if it starts to go down, and if you guys look at the New York Stock Exchange charts from 3 or 4 months ago, from when we had that little hiccup down, and it wasn't a little hiccup for a lot of people, guys. It was a big hiccup. Like I said, my friend Jeff specifically, without selling any of his stocks, lost $40,000 in valuation from that small move down. And the temptation wasn't there to sell it, which means that when he goes on that kind of move down again, it's going to fucking crush him. I'm not excited to say that, but it's going to crush him. The money that he's going to leave to my nieces and nephews, obviously not to me because I'm getting none of it, is going to be fractions of what it is now, okay? Do a live stream with love for crypto. Kirk drops the F-bomb in every sentence, but he knows his shit. Where is your tip bot? I have no idea where the tip bot is, TBH. Inverted yield curve. Got to learn all these things, guys. What was the biggest percentage gain? What was XRP's biggest percent gain last bull run? I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I believe that when I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't remember. Alex Yeet. Once the stock market starts crushing, all investors and traders are going to jump into crypto markets, because I don't think that there's going to be too many people running into, they're not going to be running into I don't know, dude. It's honestly, dude, this is like it's a sketchy proposition in a position that we're in right now, no doubt. Trey K's, what's going on? I see 90% of my friends poo-poo crypto. They think it's all a scam. I'm here with you guys working on retirement from multiple angles. Crypto, IRA, 401k. Crypto is the most exciting to me. I feel like we're now having a conversation with Ben. Okay, Ben, in regards to your 401k or your IRA, I wouldn't own either one of those right now either. Now, the reason why you might argue not to get out of those, to be honest with you, Tilray was the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Alex, for sure. Tilray is the marijuana stock that's done really good. As you guys can see, I got some blood on my knuckles today. Bloody knuckle day, guys. Don't mess with it. All right? Come around here and bark some shit and see what happens. Yeah, so IRA and 401k. The reason why a lot of people don't want to touch their IRA or 401k outside of the fact that they think they're like setting themselves up for retirement is that you get taxed on early withdrawal. You have early withdrawal penalties that you get taxed on in order to touch your IRA or your 401k for the most part. So a friend of ours like Ben, who's standing there, let's say that's got $25,000, $30,000 in a IRA, 100,000, 500,000, who knows? We don't even know this guy. Could be any amount of money. The amount that he doesn't want to pay in taxes, he will lose in loss and then have to pay the taxes on the money that remains anyway. I don't believe in the stock market. So for all of you guys in there with 401ks or IRAs, contact your financial advisor and they will not tell you to sell. So I don't know how to help, obviously. You know, I don't know how to make sense of what's going on right now, because for those of you like my friend who has a 401 or an IRA or somebody who does all this stuff, I don't believe that it's going to be solvent or fun in the future. I think that the amount of money that they all lost 3 or 4 or 5 months back was peanuts or drops in the buckets to what is potentially at risk in the future. Not, I mean, yeah, for cryptocurrency, sure, you know, but cryptocurrency, if cryptocurrency stopped tomorrow, it's not going to take out the world financially. If the stock market stopped tomorrow, it would kill the financial world. And this is what I'm saying, yo, is that I'm invested in something that's not going to kill the world if it stops. Our friend Ben is invested in something that when it stops, the world financially is going to die and will be forced to evolve. And you will either have evolved. Hey, thank you very much, Anthony Jackson's. Bones suggested I buy some BitConnect. BitConnect. As you guys can see, I'm very vascular. I don't know if you guys get this, but I'm very passionate, okay? I'm extremely passionate. As you guys can see, I'm sitting here for an hour and 16 minutes preaching and just speaking and speaking and speaking. And I really do appreciate all you guys coming in. And Anthony Jackson, thank you so much. Let's see. Trey K's, man, of 15 people I asked to invest, all 15 invested. You got to improve your pitch. What did he try to pitch to people? Dude, you got it. No, and Ben, understand, man, I'm not trying to suggest to you to sell your 401k or to get out of your investments, my brother. No. You can only do that if you've convinced yourself that it's appropriate. I myself am responsible for my own decisions and for the loss that I've had in cryptocurrency. If it would have been in a 401k, I would have still had it all. But I don't see that being the future. I don't see cryptocurrency vanishing, and I don't see the stock market continuing to rise indefinitely. I think at some point there's going to be a flip. There's going to be, oh, my knuckles, dude. Oh, you guys know that I have a problem with hitting things. The FANG stocks were like crypto when they first came out. Everyone was afraid of them, and everyone wanted to put money in more traditional ones like GM, Coke, Chrysler. Now FANG stocks are the traditional 37,000%. That's right. Well, that's the percentage gain that XRP had, and I don't believe that 37,000% was not through the bull run. XRP did not go up 37,000% during the bull run. The stock market is been in a bubble. The stock market is definitely in a bubble. The banks controlling everything. All the people are going to come to crypto. Everything is going to be tokenized. Bernie, back to my Lyft rider. Not back to my professor, but he did mention how FANG is the safest to go to. The safest to go, given that most of the firms are... I don't even know what that word means. Oligopolies? So like the oligarchies control all of it. So okay, so that's like basically like top down. Okay, interesting. But you are backing up your professor for sure. And yeah, if you don't think that the Bilderbergs or the Rothschilds or, you know, who else? The Rockefellers, like if you don't think those families have serious clout and serious money that we cannot comprehend, then some are welcome. True tokenization is coming, no question. But you should be able to have a very extensive conversation with your professor. And I know you're intelligent. I know you've been listening to what I've been saying. And I know you heard it when I was speaking to you in the car. 100% I know you were. So in regards to your professor being backed up or not, don't back up nobody right now. Don't back up anybody, okay? If you back up somebody, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're going to go to your professor tomorrow and say, dude, I was talking to this guy and he's telling me the stocks are going to go to zero and crypto's going to go to the moon, it's not what I'm telling you. It's what I think is going to happen, but I don't know when, if, or how it's going to happen. Do I believe the stock market's going to crash? Yeah. Do I know how, when, or if it's going to happen? No. Should I care about the 25% in taxes that I would have to pay in order to get my 401 cleared out? Don't give a crap. You're going to lose more than 25% when the stock market corrects. And if you're not invested in forward-looking future producing companies outside of Google and Amazon and Netflix and Apple and all of these companies that are struggling right now, Netflix struggling, Apple struggling, all these companies are struggling to keep up with all of the advancements and all of the new companies, all the new things. Netflix is going to get shut out of freaking business by Google and by Disney. Okay, why do you think that Netflix used to have like Flash and all these Marvel superhero things? Okay, it's because Disney wasn't going to come out with their own streaming platform. Who owns all that Marvel crap? Disney owns it. Why would Netflix want to be pitching a Netflix product? I mean, why would they want to be pitching a Disney product when they're just going to have it ripped away or have to pay a bunch of money to have it on their site when they can just start to produce their own content? Everybody's going to become self-sufficient and self-serving. We're going to be coming into a very selfish time in our life. XRP was the best performing crypto by percentage in the 2017 increase at 35.34. But that's the 2017 increase. I'm referencing the bull run specifically. Yeah, I don't put anything new into the IRA, just sell and buy and see what I can grow. Only do the 401k because the employer match, but honestly, it's not a big match. Maybe I'll stop contributing. All you could do, Ben, is just start to do some research. Now, like I said, if the tax penalty or the cost is going to be too high, if it's going to be too much for you to eat that pill or to swallow it, you know, 25%, you put it into crypto now while we're at the bottom, and then crypto moves up 25%. 25% is going to come back. I don't think we've got this exponential increasing possibility, like I said, unless Donald Trump wins again, unless Donald Trump becomes the president. If the Democrats get into office, things are going to change severely. The Democrats will do everything they can to change things. And I'm saying the Democrats and Donald Trump, you guys don't need to know where I line up politically. It's completely irrelevant. 401ks will get destroyed. IRAs will get destroyed. No question. You're not going to be able to sell out of your 401k or your IRA fast enough. Understand that even if you've got sell orders set in place, there's a possibility, like stop losses and stuff. For all of those of you who are traders, day traders and stuff, even in cryptocurrency, if you set stop losses for your crypto, you could get bottomed out on those stop losses. The amount of energy and ferociousness that the downtrend happens could squash out your sell, and you will be stuck in your position forever and have to sell out at a lower point. So even if you got your stop losses set in place, it's not guaranteed that you exercise that stop loss. There is a major possibility that your stop loss gets blown out, for sure. So anyway, guys, I'm like a super rambler today, and I do appreciate it, but I think I'm going to get out of here. It is reality what you're talking, bro. No question. Still hodling, no question. Let's see. If Fidelity starts selling crypto to the little guys, I think I'd sell a majority of shares and stocks and use it to buy more crypto. Wonder how they'd handle sending crypto off Fidelity. Taxed. Everything's going to be taxed, dude. The government wants their piece. So if you're going to do it then, you might as well do it now. Don't wait, dude. Don't wait to be the customer, bro. If you wait to be the customer, it will be too late. I'm telling you, if you wait for Fidelity, and you wait for all these white glove assholes to hand it to you, it's going to be over. You're going to be done. You're going to be coming and asking us for crypto. No, can't do it, man. Can't do it, man. If you got XRP at the start, you need to get off, go travel the world. No question, man. Please click like and subscribe, guys. David, what you think about a bull run time, crypto time, but you came in at the end, man. I love you guys. I hodl every single one of you guys. My XRP wrench gang, my strong hands, my lady wrench gang, my moon villers. Thank you guys all for coming back. It's my first stream in a very long time. For all of my super chatters, Anthony, Farshad, Simi Dot, I really do appreciate everything you guys do for my channel here. I love you. I hodl